各位观众朋友们，大家晚上好啊！我是关萌。欢迎回到今天我们要玩的游戏《历历在目》。那么这个游戏是一个用眨眼来进行操作的游戏，当然也需要用鼠标来进行这个视角上的调整，但是眨眼就相当于点击。这个游戏在侦测到你眨眼睛的时候，当然就需要用摄像头。那么用摄像头侦测到你眨眼的话呢，就会让时间相当于进行这个按键，那么就会开始向前跳跃时间或者进行一些相关的操作。现在呢，我们就开始不停的眨眼睛，每次眨一下眼睛呢，就会变换一个场景啊。现在好像在海上。看到的东西是船，然后标志，海上的浮标，然后我感觉我慢慢到海里了。
Must be fouls. That's mine.
Well, hello there, stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you? I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you, if that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. You remember blinking, don't you? Ooh, well, look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special. See all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? No, there's a better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up.
对，我是个灵体。
Now you see that tower out there? Big, scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life, from prow to stern. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts.
这些鸟不会也是灵体吧？
Clock watchers.
我总感觉像你这种的朋
I
克。
got some words for you.
这狗叫。可以，这是高级的处理方法。
Sorry you had to hear that. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning. The first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it. The thing to remember about blinking is, well, it's only a matter of time. I'm touched you enjoy my company. I really am. But I'll have to ask you to have some respect for the process here.
我看你能说出来什么
There is a dry eye in the house. 2 of them. And they belong.
哦，我还是眨眼。
And just try to enjoy it this time.
果然官方还是准备了一些对话，防止你不眨眼。
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us.
刚才说话的是谁？
Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh? Well, I get that. I like it too. Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
这位是 my mother.
You see that big spiky plant over there?
What?
That's called an agave.
蛇
11 years from now, that plant will die so it can give birth to this tall, amazing tree covered in flowers. We'll have to keep our eyes on that one.
他就这样走入了黑暗中，没有回来。别再提醒我要再往下看了吗？
The day really slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
哦，这个游戏它有
Where's the first page of my piece?
它有虚焦的，有
I can't find it anywhere.
它镜头会
Did I put it in here? No.
会聚焦跟虚焦的。所以你到底是谁呢？ 一只鸟，那个鸟叼的是什么？不知道叼的是什么。好吧。
Okay. Go ahead, kid. Look at that! There's your little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea. It'll really be something to see how he grows. Man, the zoom on this thing is fantastic.
应该是我爸爸。
What was that beep?
儿子，
No, it's odd.
钢琴。
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you?
Oh shit！ 我眨眼。
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to
来
me.
弹钢琴，开始学音
What do
乐
you
了
like
吗？
about it?
艾拉，
What do I like?
理查德，
I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah, I worried that might have something to do with it.
我应该是个男孩吧？来一张老爸的照片。老爹别不动了呀，接着刷。对，这老爹不转过来了。
Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
My home, sweet home。
Probably solving the problems of the universe.
小车，
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty smart.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to be. Necessarily.
You're right. No. You're right. You know, it doesn't really matter, I guess, whether he's smart or not. As long as he's happy.
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course. But I still think he's going to be smart. I can just tell.
Also, sometimes dumb people are really happy.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call.
在学画。
Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
哪的？
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color. You know, if you keep working at it, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what's in your head. You'll be a real artist. Unlike your poor mom.
我们母亲经历了什么？可能像刚才那个，他应该是参赛，然后被拒绝了。那是音乐比赛。 Living when Before.
See? That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first. I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything, though. He was what you might call the strong, silent type.
我妈以前是学校，看来这个 high school child 乐团的成员或者唱诗班吧，应该就是唱诗班。
Can you believe I grew up in the snow? And I came all the way out here to the beach. I don't even know how I got here. Your dad got his job and I just came with him. Like a human suitcase.
哦，我在床上，这是个睡前故事。
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really
叫
special?
Benny， OK？
I just don't want him to get attached.
是一个礼物盒吗？我猜是个小动物。
Richard,
哦，是只小
it's
猫
the。cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him. But while he's here, I say we call him Ernie. Little Ernie. Fits him, doesn't it?
Oh, he's so cute.
He's so sweet. I think someone likes his new cat.
Richard,
What?
his cat?
I just mean, for now. Of course we're not going to keep him.
Right. I believe that. I know where this is going.
For now, honey. But another thing I'll just say quickly. You build up a resistance to allergies over time. So what you're allergic to now, like that's why an allergy shot to give you what you're allergic to. So he's like a human allergy shot full of love with one eye. Just considering.
I just know a month from now he's going to be sleeping on my pillow and I'm not going to be breathing.
小猫好可
No,
怜啊。
you'll be breathing because you'll have developed a tolerance.
I just said that, Mike.
Okay. All right. He can sleep on my pillow. Fair?
可怜的小家伙。我的小钢琴。
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
No。喵。
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now, what about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. But that one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
感冒了。
Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
啊，真棒，能遇到自己想靠近的那个人，羡慕。Course guide, Richard instructor， 这是他的 Richard Boeing。I'm cheaper than highway movers. Trust me.
I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know,
他是他的学生啊。
which I very quickly lost.
就是一夜睡前故事。Egypt Airlines 20楼 ，boarding 20号 F 座20排 F 座位。
God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
幸福2选1的时刻来临了。这次我想去希腊
just remember to put on sunscreen. Man, I gave you some unfortunate genes, didn't I? Luckily, Mom gave you some good ones, so yeah, let's hope they balance each other out.
1月份，我长高了吗？我开始可以弹妈妈用的钢琴，不再是我那台小钢琴。
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
我真的弹对了吗？
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant. We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Yeah, sure. But, you know anyone who might be a good teacher for him?
What? I mean, in the city, sure. Not out here, I don't.
I mean, I know someone who might be up to the task. She's very gifted.
Richard, no one in this town knows anything. Maybe I'll just have to do it myself.
Good idea. I think that settles it.
But who's this mysterious woman you're talking about? I hope you're not in love with her.
You know, I really was for a while, but then she revealed herself to be much stupider than I thought.
Richard, what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
哎，说的不就是你吗，妈？还没有意识到这件事儿。咦，我家卡哇伊的小猫。
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Don't worry. I already did.
For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
Ah, 小猫咪尿尿了。好家伙，没人来整理一下吗？
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Please let the cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
为什么妈妈没有显现出她的身形呢？
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit.
看银河
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me. But I do wonder what he'll think about you.
所以我爷爷会来吗？
I haven't seen him in over 10 years. Can you believe that? I wonder if he'll even recognize me.
啊，这电话让人觉得好不安啊！为什么最后就什么都没有了？那个深夜的来电是为了什么呢？
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
打开我的小谱子。
Subdivide the time. 1e and a 2e and a 3e and a 4e and a 1e and a 2e and a 3e and a 4e. You're off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
弹错了吗？还是可以弹对的吧？
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that.
Select camera.
Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll...
哦，我没有听完他们的说话。
Ernie,
Ernie.
buddy,
Ernie!
Ernie.
Ernie, we need you!
God, Elle, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
No, I said I'm really worried. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
God, honey, I'm worried too.
I know, sweetie.
Ernie, kid.
连猫也走丢了，为什么？
I know you're mad about last night, but this is ridiculous.
What happened last night?
It's back.
Oh, God.
What?
Well, if he survived that, I don't know how worried we have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this seriously, okay? He has one eye. That means predators can come up from one side of him he doesn't even know. Okay? Let's take this seriously. Ernie! Come on, dude!
我们家猫丢了，在生爸爸的气。我们家房子要卖了吗？
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But
怀孕了？
Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
it was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on... Say that one more time, sweetie.
Pee-hole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
And what was Ernie's?
I
couldn't really tell.
Well, what are we talking about then? I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know. I didn't think about it.
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong?
Are you able to pick up the new books?
Yes, the Manila Galleon was a particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah, got those too.
They're really expensive, right?
No, can't put a price on learning.
I mean, they did. And it's stupidly big. I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand.
哇，这练得好辛苦啊！
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
弹得好好哦。完美 ，perfect， 一个音都没有错。已经到12月份，又过了一年，好像到圣诞节了，所以这边有装饰。
Okay, 2 brackets on each side, 2 screws on each bracket, 2 washers on each screw. So that means we need 8 washers. We have none. Where the hell are the washers?
The quiz said find the 0, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
那成绩不是很好呀 ，Benjamin。颜色发生了变化，但场景有点变了。他画了一些装饰吗？装潢。
I want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it, I'm getting rid of it.
这个意思吧，应该是要搬家了。
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
哇，奖杯？什么奖杯？比赛的奖杯吗？我还有台电脑了，可以玩飞镖。哦，也可能是因为我长大了，所以这些玩具要收起来。那感觉好像是本哦，多了一台。这个冲浪板，这就开始变成成人了，开始不玩这些小东西了。
This isn't my house. It's
你来了邻居。
my house.
Right, it's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down or I'll drive it back with you up there.
You're not my house. You're not. Fall back, you fool!
球拍。
I'll feed them to the cat.
Chloe, come play inside. It's late.
Maybe if you actually got me a playscape, I'd want to play inside.
Escape. PlayStation.
You're not fair. You're not fair. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here.
隔壁的小
Yes,
姑娘。
Mr. Camera Boy. I'm talking to you.
我这个相机以后就归我了吗？现在专门交给我来用。小心翼翼的接近。
Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Oh shoot. I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to. But you can try. What the hell? How did he do that?
嘿，闪电侠一般的眼睛。对，眨眼睛的闪电侠一般眨眼睛的速度。
Quiet, everyone. Betty's about to play for us.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Ah, very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Unknown legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops a dinner party short.
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
Yeah, what a shock.
The class is world history.
和
My
派对
name
与我
is
无
Mr.
关，
Isaac.
感觉。
The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units. In each unit, we will study civilization.
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
If you ask an Egyptologist how much you need to know about Egypt, this is a quote. I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space. Okay.
Those who cannot
Now I
remember
will
parts
go on
are
to the next
condemned
slide.
to repeat it.
Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. So, those who do not remember the past, repeat the past. That's right, right?
Indeed it is. Though I prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend next time. If
You broke
we
my no
do
talking
not
rule,
act
but
account
I asked you
past,
to, so
our destiny
I guess I'll have
to
to let you
embarrass
live.
ourselves in all sorts of ways. And now, on to what you've all been waiting for. Grades. Assessments, 60%. Those are tests and quizzes. Class work, 20%. That's work we do while at class. Participation, 20%. I will give you a moment to write this all down.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself.
是什么？什么玩具吗？看着像一种游戏机耶。
The little guys are pretty cute, though.
哦，
I
10
will
岁
admit
生
that.
日。
Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
魔大法啊 ，Escape 上哦，这就是当时的游戏机啊，哦，当年的游戏机，来，合个影，珍贵的东西。
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use tickle stick. Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me, though. I'll actually kill you if you try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard.
哦，我没有画，靠！
It's called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with.
我去学校了吗？
You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an
学校
environment?
这么压抑的吗？
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of.
原来是家音乐学校，校长也
So,
很严格。
I understand you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Oh, Berkeley. But I was in the
哇，伯
composition
克利，
department.
Ah, and who did you
哎
study
我的
under?
天哪！
John MacDonald?
I understand
Well,
he's
hard for
very
you.
difficult.
Yes. Taciturn is the word I use.
Taciturn. Yes. People have described me that way, if you can believe it.
Oh, I would never say that about you.
Thank you. I wouldn't either.
You seem very warm,
也是，
very caring.
我妈也太不容易了。嗨，校长，您确实，你现在这个发型倒是比你那个画画上面的好多了。
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in
哇，
there,
这个
and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
“看来这一趟要走的路线就是学音乐。”
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
“所以我妈就变成了一个虎妈妈。”哎，光子。
Oh my god. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
No， 我不要拒绝我的朋友。
Keep that up. You're sounding really good.
Oh, 真的太糟糕了。
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet, and she's got...
Hey,
and yes,
Mr.
that's a
Kid.
she,
That's
the head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus, though I would not say that to her face. Now, as you can see, she is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass judgment. Sort of like me with your weekly quizzes. So I am not quite sure why I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
Ew, why is he so scared looking? Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
Okay, interesting.
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard, Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this is no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please. God, why is it like that?
好了，我爸爸父亲还是对孩子比较的宽厚的，母亲比较严厉，望子成龙呀。等一个电话。
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Benny, I say turn the lights off, not just Mom.
Killing me, Richard.
Turn.
We're supposed to be united friends.
United front. Benny, damn it.
Benny, turn those lights off.
Benny, buddy, your mom wants the light. Benny, we want the lights off.
We.
Wow.
Didn't think you'd actually pick up. I mistook you for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out.
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Kongsters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game.
你说了不会宝可
He
梦吗？
calls it a cash grab. So I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game. But I also think that if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. We would have been so focused on how good it was and not the feelings we had while we were playing it. Like, my favorite vegetable is the tomato, but Yoon thinks that they're the grossest ever. And you're probably the least popular boy in the school, but I also like hanging out with you the most, which was also something I wanted to talk to you about. I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone. So this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways. I think I like that you let me talk. My cousin never lets me talk. My dad does, but I can tell he's not really listening.
Stay here.
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you? It's okay, you still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben. We're going to be there soon.
孩子都要看傻了，练傻了。
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
所以我应该更加叛逆一点。弹的不太对，人已经傻了。
Oh, okay. I think that's enough. So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay? All right. I really want to thank you and your mother for coming all the way out here. I know it was quite the drive.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
说得对，说得对。
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
为什么是肺部的？为什么是肺部的照片？我出什么事儿了吗？
Such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
哎，我没听见他说什么。这里好像有点像我和我妈之前来的那个沙滩，现在变得好脏啊，有包。
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
怎么玩呢？玩魔方吗？ 听到外面的孩子在嬉戏，然后我却只能躺在家里，好孤独啊！还不能打机。是我以前的玩具。感觉我还是喜欢画画的。有这种感觉，我似乎还是喜欢画画。
What's he doing? He's drawing. He's becoming completely obsessed.
Why isn't your son eating with this, Al?
No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is make art.
Oh.
What about his piano?
Oh, he doesn't play much anymore. You have to see how good he's got at drawing.
Just show us after dinner.
I mean, if he'll let us. You know, I'm shy.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
哦，这个拿奖了。
I really gotta thank you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid won over her multiple horse portrait that she literally just left with her dad in tears.
旁边这幅又是谁画的？
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies! Oh.
这老师脾气也这么糟的吗？画的可以啊，这个画。作为初学者来讲，色彩已经还可以了。我靠，真的有裸模吗？
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
我画的抽象一点吗？感觉可以画的抽象一点。
It's very zany, very cute. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists. There you go, Mr. Brin. Feel each shape.
我又开始变成抽象画派的画师了吗？
Oh, you fiend!
我抽象派大作。
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Brin has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece. I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Brin. For I fear a talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind.
我就是带式打分。
It becomes difficult putting one foot in front of the other when they are no longer touching the ground.
可以，真抽象，我自己都觉得很抽象了。Masterpiece。
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
哇，你们是什么专业画评人吗？真能吹，真会吹。
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder. One little thing. A birdie told me that Elba Pressenhuber gave you her card. Now, I want you to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat. Elba Pressenhuber is not in the business of the arts. Elba Pressenhuber is in the business of business. And you, child, you are no business.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul. Look at that! You've crumpled my contract. Whatever you want, kid. Sure, you got talent. But what's talent? Okay, that's it. Get out of my office. You know I'd call
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are. This is divine. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you fly? May I suggest somewhere abroad? This American air can be stifling.
No.
Now what to eat? If we both only get appetizers, I can afford to go Dutch. Otherwise, I thank you for the dinner.
哇，老费这么穷的吗？
Stop. Is that Benjamin Brin?
Oh my god. I think it is.
Wrong places.
这个地方应该是希腊吧，我感觉我是去了希腊，还挺矮，因为我选了之前看我爸妈的时候那个。
I bet you're happy you threw that contract in her face now. You didn't sell out, and you still got rich. Oh, but listen to me, Benjamin. Now is the single most important moment in your entire career. Collectors, curators, how we all love a rising star, and how bored we become once it's...
Nice. Yeah.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting, keep striving. You make that work of true genius. I can just tell you're almost there. So, I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're just going to get back to work, okay? Goodbye, Benny.
又一幅大作，太抽象了，我都感觉好抽象。
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of.
Fuck.
Her magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm
Oh shit.
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin Brin? And what am I supposed to say? That I haven't heard from my star pupil in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous. a snake. You are a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you are a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is silent because Benjamin Brain is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing! The world has forgotten you, Benjamin! They have moved on! And I have moved on too. You have broken my heart.
但是这个画家的心也碎了，他失去了他的母亲。
Hey B, just calling to tell you, I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
I can't. 为什么要卖了房子？
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone. But, well, I'm just so happy that you did. She just wanted you to focus on her work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that? What's so fascinating, son?
Ellie Fishman， 这算是真正的遗物吧？我能把它放哪里去？
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor. My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. She was a genius. Like mother, like son, I guess. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something?
问这是最早的话。
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that?
摆渡人，
I cannot.
又是个摆渡人，又是灵魂摆渡吗？有点眼熟的感觉。塞，刚才那字吗？这个字我好像看见，我看不见。
You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one? His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant? His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
我妈后来就做了会计。
How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion. Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could. And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here. Don't be bashful, man. You can tell me. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child,
color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You mucky fowls!
又开始了。
All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
这就是地狱的门吗？有点高级啊。
I had assumed as much
有点
anyway.
先进。
I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
那我还会再见到你吗？
You're a flea-bitten sap, you know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
所以我也会变成鸟吗？觉得我撒了谎？
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Huh?
This ain't a schoolyard staring contest, buddy. Now you best close those beady little eyes of yours before we run out of time.
我就不闭眼，靠！他还是侦测到。过于灵敏的这个侦测。
Not this.
这段没问题啊，这段很好啊。
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one?
I don't have time for this. The gatekeeper's waiting.
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a...
Shit.
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
怪不得这些场景就什么东西都没有。之前看的时候就什么都没有，也不知道为什么要布置这些场景，但背后还是发生了一些故事。
Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
你就只能坚持不闭眼了。让我们来面对真相。
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
爷爷去世了吗？
I see. She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. You're off. This is eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
God, honey, I'm worried too.
I know, sweetie.
Ernie!
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know. Think about it. It just happened.
You just happened to find a stray cat in the alley. Keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out 5 more?
Sorry, you hated cats.
For a professor of science and symbols, you're really bad at reading.
Okay, that's funny. That's really witty.
I love keeping for Benny, and I'm happy about that. But I really can't have 5 cats around the house. It's just not sustainable.
Outside or something.
你的小猫。意外怀孕了，那也不是意外。为什么这个场景感觉在鸡血一样？我的天，现在发生什么事儿？
Let's try this again.
还有这个让人不能闭眼睛的挑战。对，这扇门背后是什么呢？声音好怪啊！啊！
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
有狗还是狼啊？怎么就把我家猫给咬死了？
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
自动连弹，妈妈再也不用担心我不会了。
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened.
嘿，我没想跳过那一段。
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
I get all this. We need to move.
好吧。
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
还有这一段电话。
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo. Okay?
他们出去签了什么文件？
We can focus him. Make sure he's staying engaged.
Can you please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking about this.
Keep your eyes open.
Staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking about this.
I need to hear what they're saying. Really try to recall it.
这是不让我看的意思。
Try closing your eyes. It might help you remember.
I mean, what's the point?
哦，还需要闭眼睛。
What do you mean?
这一段。
What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. But it's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs.
"这些是狼，哪来的野狼？ 你就是其中一头野狼是吗？
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
还有什么能比打游戏更有意义的事儿呢？
Try writing with it.
哦，看来在画画之前，我还做了很多其他的事情。
Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear. story of who you're going to become, okay?
就想让我成为一个作家是吧？这意思。已经开始写回忆录了吗？这还没开始成名呢，打错字了。没了吗？不用打了吗？
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Best friend? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night. But I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night, if that makes sense. Okay, back to the story. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize, but I respect it. I respect it, I do.
所以其实我应该选择初恋是吗？可以，下一次再选，下次换初恋。
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
哇 ，CT 机啊！为什么我会被塞到这个东西？
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
我这个病应该不轻吧？这玩意儿，那我到底得什么病呢？
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
我为什么要打字呢？好奇怪。 这是真的希望我去当个作家吗？
Can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you. Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where Where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
Love you, Dad.哎呦，这段开头不简单。夜深的时候开始写中真心话了。所以我应该是得了什么重症。那我之前的那些画画的经历都是我想象出来的吗？
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one. Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What? You're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking just so you don't have to go to school with me is actually ridiculous. I don't know if you're embarrassed about our night at the beach together, so you're avoiding me or what, but I just wanted to call to say I really don't appreciate being lied to. And it's not that I need your help in history class, you know. I actually never needed your help in history class. And I just pretended because you were clearly really lonely and you had no friends. And it was my New Year's resolution to be nicer to people. So, I just wanted to say that you've reminded me why I wasn't nice to people in the first place. And I wish I never met you. And goodbye forever.
哇，这话真的好伤人啊。
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember. Just try holding your eyes closed.
Wait, is that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that?
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
咦，我家猫？好瘦啊！我们给它点吃的。好瘦啊！外面流浪了好久。
Make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
What?
What? I think she more than deserves it.
Oh, I think you're right.
为什么我妈在穿模？什么情况？ 计划，知道了。
She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
这个2字画了一个标记。每天吃药的生活还没有结束。感觉我饭量越来越小了呢，已经吃不下东西了。
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
It's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
听不懂。越来越近了。
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny. I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay, Benny. Just close your eyes. You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready. Don't worry. We got this. I think.
我玩游戏现在觉得死后的世界还挺好的，并没有18层地狱的感觉。甚至要比生前的感觉要好得多。但是看着好像鲸鱼。靠，猫神。
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had, how he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise, how he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again, and how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them
Of exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he was going to go, he was
okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
Hmm, 我喜欢这段。
Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
Thank you. 好了，那应该是我们最后一次相见。
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
I wanna be somebody. Me 2.0 for you. And when you meet somebody, you're gonna feel the same way I do. I'm gonna say I love you before you say I'm gone. When that chance comes through, I'm gonna prove you wrong. In a market, in a desert, you'll remember why you came here. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, gripped tight to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not. You wanna make some money, give a kid to dad. When he has somebody, you're gonna feel the same. And without him, you'll be thinking he'll have pictures in his wallet. There's a couple pictures of you laughing, gripped tight to raffle tickets. I've got memories, but I'm slipping. You left some people in here wondering if you'll stay here or not.
支持了好几份 Eric Hammer、Eric M Hammer， 感觉应该是同一个人。 就是一份，能看到这个。Thank you。结束了。这个眨眼很有灵性。这款游戏也没有那么的复杂，也没有那么多花样，但是。这个故事还可以，有些地方我还是很喜欢。如果它能够用这样能够来捕捉这个头部的运动，让玩家可以完全不依赖鼠标，只靠头部跟眨眼来操作整个游戏的话，我觉得会更好。我觉得它可能适合用 VR 玩，真的，这个游戏可能适合用 VR 玩。如果 VR 可以侦测到眼睛的那个眨眼的话，我觉得这个游戏的更接近他想要的体验。这可能不是一个就是可玩性很强的游戏，但是讲出了一个好故事，我觉得这个表达出了我觉得是一个好的感情的表达，所以我让我会觉得这个游戏值得一玩。好的，谢谢大家。今天就到这里，祝各位有个美好的夜晚。